Hello, good people.
Gosh, I'm so awkward. Hi guys, welcome to.
Alexia normally waits. We record. We've already said, okay, we start.
And then
that's when
I start laughing and giggling because I can't believe this is a life I'm living, I'm on YouTube.
Welcome to another episode, guys.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, my name is Alice Kanji.
And I'm Alexia Musau.
And what? We have a new set. We're excited because we're in a new place.
We don't know
space.
how to act. Have you noticed? We don't know what to say.
Because I know you're seeing us in 4K or whatever. I don't know what time we're recording this, but I know you can see us a bit more clearer than our previous episodes. So, we decided to switch things up, try a different concept, and hopefully this is going to be our setup for some time.
Yeah.
And... yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
How are you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm feeling good. Life is good.
Life is good.
I'm finding the good in life. Let's just say that.
How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think I'm a 6.5. Yeah.
Okay, valid. That's fine.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's okay. I guess. I was actually asking my workmates yesterday where they're on a scale of 1 to 10, and everyone was just like, "Oh, -1 or 4 or 2 or like a 6." So and then maybe one person said I'm at an 11. So I was like, okay, people are battling silent battles. Nanuyo atupatie the secret of life.
But I think what we're going to talk about today will have something to do with that.
Exactly.
And you on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am on a positive 6.5.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm 6.5, leaning towards 7, but I don't want to get too ambitious. But yeah, I think I'm doing good. I'm doing way better than last week. Last week was a bit of a slow week for me, but I think this week has been a bit more high spirits. Yesterday I stood up for myself and
I saw your tweet
about things that were just making me uncomfortable in the workspace, and at first it was just like, nilikalisha kila mtu, and I was like, okay guys, I don't like this, I don't appreciate when you don't do this. I even the confidence was just there. I even told my boss, hey, I don't like when you do this or that, kindly be clear, and I was really stunned with people. And at first it was like, hey, okay, I did that, and then when I went to Miron, I was like, okay, I'll individually calling me, I have a new respect for you for doing that, or oh, I'm so sorry, so I'm like, okay guys, talk about the things that bother you. I think this is still relation to what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think we can even just get into that. Because
if I didn't talk about those things, sometimes you start holding resentment for people. You're just like, you give up, you stop having the passion you have for things, without you addressing the things that, don't sit right with you, even in the workplace environment. Because I know sometimes, you feel like a subordinate, you can't address some things, and you're just like, you start... that feeling where you're working, but you're just hating every day of going to work.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of jobs are like that, but at the same time, is it all in your mind for you? You're creating that space for yourself for you to do that because you're also not being vocal about it, or have you been vocal about it and nothing is being addressed? I feel like there's a difference.
Those are two different,
things. Yeah, because sometimes you can make up things in your mind and like, everyone, I just hate working here. Everyone in the office doesn't do this, doesn't respect me, and you've not even talked about it. Nobody knows how you're feeling except you.
Yeah. So, and I think especially in the workplace, because we spend most of our hours working. I think, and it's people you have to interact with, let's say, on a day-to-day basis. So if obviously there are things that are affecting you, and obviously it will spill over even to your work and to how excited you are even to come to work and to do work. And your personal life as well. So I think it's easier said than done, but it's necessary to have those conversations. I remember even me at some point, there was this workmate, alikuwa ananikula kichwa, by the way. Like, I couldn't understand how their thought process was, because we'll do something and I'm like, you sat down and thought this out, and you saw this is the best way to go about a certain situation and things like that. And obviously it led to resentment, Of course. I don't think I had the courage to tell this person, like, oh, you're weird. But I think because I knew our time working together was coming to an end or something, so I was like,
that's true. Okay. I think I remember you complaining about it.
Yeah, but if it was something that I felt where I need to speak up about it, or I see a future here and I want to be comfortable, I do think it's a very mature thing to do. And as you said, in the moment it can feel like, oh, you're attacking me, and obviously, I believe you weren't saying it in a way that you were attacking them. It's just sort of like, I have things I need to air out. Afterwards, someone can even, you might mention something that someone doesn't even realize they're doing wrong.
Yeah, and if they're mature enough, I feel like they'll reflect and be like, okay, actually, let's look at this actually and see what they're saying, because people shouldn't invalidate your feelings. As well, creating a healthy environment for yourself in all aspects is your responsibility. So it doesn't matter what's happening. Oh, this person is doing this for me, this person is doing this for I'm not feeling comfortable here, but it's still your responsibility to create a healthy environment for yourself, even if that's you being vocal about what's happening around you. Or you just, even in the small things, you deciding to go to the gym for physical health, because I think health should be a holistic thing. And it's something that people forget a lot, because people focus on, maybe I need my mental health to be okay, or I need to, I don't know, go see a therapist, or I need to go to the gym, and gym is going to be a solution for me. But honestly, but health is like holistic. So how's your mental health doing? How's your physical health doing? How's your even emotional spiritual health, your spiritual health, your what other type of health?
Financial health.
Financial health is actually very
you might be very sick in terms of finances. And
so
I think
sorry, I was just gonna add that. So you can be doing one thing right. Maybe you're going to the gym, or you're meditating every day, and you're still wondering why you're not feeling okay. But it's because you're focusing so much on one thing and forgetting all the other types of health, even sexual health.
I like that, because I do feel like there's some points in my life where I'm waking up early, I'm praying, I'm journaling, I'm reading, but I'm still feeling like shit.
You're not.
And I saw a tweet that sort of made sense, because someone said, okay, it's a bit harsh, but it was like, God rested on the 7th day because he had finished the work, not because he was tired. Finished the work.
Wow.
And I was like, I keep making excuses for rest. I need to rest. I'm taking care of my mental health.
True.
But there's work I have not done. And that work, because I've not done it, I'm going to be very stressed as I'm resting,
Yeah.
So they are saying it's a balance. If I need to be healthy to my other commitments, if it's work, if it's school, it's not, I can't say, I'm not going to do schoolwork, but I'm gymming for 3 hours.
Exactly. Balance.
The seesaw won't be balanced. I think that's what we're talking about today, just basically taking care of yourself and your health and everything about that. What do you think we should start about?
I think we've already been starting the episode. The episode is halfway through.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? So I was listening to another podcast yesterday as well in regards to health and taking care of yourself. And I feel like people are very judgmental about people's choices of how to take care of themselves. I think we can talk about it more in the next episode. But what I mean is, I feel like people, in terms of enjoyment now, even, for example, if someone feels like for them going out every weekend makes them at peace or give them a certain type of balance, the week has been hard or this, some people would look at that like, this, kwanza women always put on this spotlight, a girl who goes out too much to the club, nini. You drink. Okay, there's excessive drinking that can be harmful to your health, but if you feel like drinking is your outlet, then I feel people should be able to freely express themselves, freely indulge in what things that, even if it's drugs. I'm not saying people should do drugs. What I'm saying is people should be less judgmental on how people decide to put the release.
I get what you're
English saying. Is not Englishing. But I want to hear your thoughts about that. That was the conversation they were having on the podcast.
Yes.
And, of course, your health is if you know and you've already come to terms with the fact that maybe smoking is going to take 10 years away from my life, and you still continue to smoke and you've made peace with it, then who are you to look at this person and be like, this person is not taking care of themselves, they don't have their life together. That's just how I want to live my life. So I want to get to know your thoughts about
okay. I think I'm at a stage in my life where I genuinely mind my own business. Because I'm not trying to be in everyone's business. I don't know what your life looks like. I don't know how certain things affect you and why you've chosen to make this decision and stuff like that. Obviously, as a friend, if I see you overindulging, because again, You can,
of course,
there are two sides to this thing, you know. You can be like recreational, and then, but now it's like, okay, you're drinking on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yes, to release stress for the week, but you're overdoing it, you know, and it's affecting maybe one or two, three things in your life. I think if you're close to me, I'll definitely bring it up. I mean, I'll talk to you and I'll try to figure out where you're at.
Yeah.
But there's only so much I can do. Let me just say it like that. Yeah. It's not something that I'll say, okay, now, Alice, every time you tell me you're going out, I'm like, Yeah. Or like, you get, I'm just saying, okay, maybe it's in a phase where she feels and you're the only way she can, the only outlet if she needs right now is to be out and to have a good time, you know. And I don't know, because can I really change?
But what if everything else in their life seems okay? And so I'm not saying as a friend you don't highlight the problems, but I'm also just trying to see like their thought
like if
process.
You're still performing,
if you're still
like
performing and but of course sometimes when people overindulge, it's for a deeper reason.
Yeah. So I think that's why like, okay, yes, I want to mind my own business, but maybe you're going through something, and maybe just a simple conversation might shed more light into what the whole thing is, because maybe you're looking for an escape. Yeah. In an unhealthy way, sort of.
But also, there's only so much a conversation can do as well.
Yeah. But I mean, it will plant the seed, and then from there, that's when I'll get like the action steps or something.
But okay, let's look at it this way. You know what the problem is. Maybe this person has gone through a very heartbreaking thing in their life, whether it's loss or a heartbreak, and this is what they've chosen. What's the type of advice then you'd give to a person who decides to, you know, handle things in a way that you maybe wouldn't handle, but to you feels a bit intense?
Okay, I think I'd be open and let them have their time, but just make it clear that I don't think this is the most healthiest way, and show up in terms of if I'm sending like resources for them to maybe listen to, watch, talk, you know, avail myself for even if they need just to talk to someone. That's, you know, true, because I can't be like, oh, you're not doing the right thing, but I'm not even helping you with the right thing or what I think would be more helpful for you. So, and also maybe just try and squeeze in time or first time, like you're not going out, you're chilling with me, or come for a sleepover. And if they, I feel like for them to come, if they need to have a drink, okay, I'll buy you a bottle of wine, but you just make sure you're home with me, and we are having a conversation, we are talking and we're chilling, and even sometimes maybe just doing other things, not necessarily focusing mainly on the issue, you know, because sometimes someone is not ready to speak about it, or they don't even know what to say at that point, but just a healthy sort of escape.
But now I want to bring up another conversation with regards to that. I wanted to bring it up in the friendship episode, but just
again, we going to have content for that episode at this point?
Yes, we will. But with regards to what you've said, what if, let's put a scenario where this person or this really good friend of yours, or even just in our lives in general, an example would be your friend. What if your friend starts to drain you? Or this person you're trying so hard to take care of, or to take, because I know at the end of the day, like, your health is your personal responsibility. There's only so much other people can do for you. But at the same time, as a friend, how do you handle a situation where you feel like maybe even you're going through a lot of things? Everyone's always going through things, but this friendship now is starting to drain you. Yeah. But this is a good friend of yours. But it's affecting your health as well.
I think that's what you've already answered yourself. There's only so much you can do, you know? And at the end of the day, you have to protect you. I feel like that's how humans have been designed. Like, you still have to sort of put yourself first at some point, especially when you see now this is becoming toxic or dangerous for you. You know, you're feeling overwhelmed, that is making you even more, now you're depressed, you're anxious, you know, but someone calls you already panicking, you're already stressed, you know. But
how do you communicate that? Because that other person might translate it as, this person is not being there for me in my difficult time.
It's a difficult conversation, but I think it will have to be had. I don't know. I feel like, because it's a boundary being crossed. I feel like even in helping, there are boundaries, you know. Yeah, so obviously even me, if I'm in a state that, because now you see that person you become like a, what's this thing called? A crutch for this person, you know.
Yeah.
So hata wewe utashinda tu umebeba mzigo ya mtu mwingine. Like you wake up, you're drained, you're heavy, and you can't go about your life. You even now their problems become yours, their fears sort of become yours. Even things that maybe you are not struggling with, you start struggling with them because it's just overload of all this that's happening. And that's why even therapy is there, or therapists are there, because this is not your friend. This is someone who has studied to come and just listen to your problem. You know, there's only so much your friend can do. And I know therapists need therapists also, because now they'll also need the help. But I feel like it's a difficult conversation, and it's not easy. Don't think once you tell your friend, oh, you're too much, you'll feel good. Even you will feel bad.
I was gonna bring it
you're
up.
You're gonna
like,
feel bad.
You know, this is your friend,
necessary.
And sometimes it feels like their heart but your heart, even if you don't want it to be, but your heart is, their heart is your heart. Your heart,
their heart is your heart.
You feel what, you know, you already know, even if you're telling them, I need space from you, it's not going to be an easy conversation, because for you, you're also going, or I'm assuming you're also going to feel that, I'm going to hurt my friend for telling them this, but will I be okay knowing that she's not going to be okay, and they're not being okay, and they're still overindulging or doing all these other things.
I think that's why God is there. Because there's some things we can't answer, we can't figure out, we can't save everyone. You know, even if you're still there for this person every second, then God forbid they commit suicide, and you're like, okay, so what more could I have done? And you're like, you've already extended yourself kabisa fully, so you can't live with that guilt. You know, it's like, okay, it happened, or I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like as humans we are also limited. If we were not, then would have sorted out all the problems on this earth. You know, some things are just left to a higher power because we can't. Yeah.
I
feel like we can't play God in this life. The same way, even when someone is sick and you want to heal them, what can you do? Hata ukienda usome medicine urudi ukuje ujaribu kucure, you know, if they are to pass on, they are to pass on at the end of the day. Yeah.
Okay, this has ended so like pass on, like, okay, cool. So but I understand what you're saying. Some things are out of your control, and sometimes we started this episode by saying sometimes some difficult conversations need to be had, and you need to be brave enough to have them before you hold resentments and some sentiments for people that, you know, could be solved by you talk. Because after I released, I was just like, okay, so I love you guys still. You're my besties, and I think
it was a burden that was lifted off your shoulder.
It's a burden that's lifted, but
you'd be feeling.
It's the burden is the burden of that release, or the burden of talking about it, or fear of talking about it is way less than, what am I trying to say?
I get
the burden of release is easier to handle, or way more, you know, efficient than the burden it will take you for carrying it throughout a long period of time. But now that we've talked about having difficult conversations as being part of how to take care of your mental health. The second one was, you know, not allowing other people's energy to drain you. How else do we take care of ourselves or our health holistically?
As you said, okay, before gym, I'm going to talk about food. Food is such a huge thing. Like, it's crazy.
You've become those people.
I saw a sermon about that the greatest sin is gluttony.
Oh, God.
And it was so deep. Fuck, that day I didn't eat. I was like, Yani, see, like, food really drives us and drives our decisions sometimes. Some people go for dates just because of food.
I am some people.
You do illegal businesses because you want to eat right, you want to eat good. Yeah, so I'm telling you that day I didn't even eat. I was just like, this thing is not going to control me. At the food, I will fast, you know. So I think...
But you gained healthy relationship weight.
Yeah, but now it's enough. I mean, honeymoon meisha, you know. Says you got na hema all the time. Na kaa tu nimejiachilia. So I feel like I know when you eat KFC every day for the whole week, you feel so somehow guilty. Things are not okay. Even you're not as alert as you should be. You struggle maybe to wake up, maybe to sleep and stuff like that. So I think one aspect that this generation, I've seen some people trying. I aspire to be like them. Me, because I don't understand how people eat salad. It's like
ask someone here in the studio.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Me, I like wheat. I like mandazi. I like chapati. But my partner always looks at me and is like, hey. Me, I must have carbs with every meal. I'm like, where's the rice? Where's the ugali? Where's the pasta? Where's the But I think I'm trying to form a healthy relationship with food, because it's not that you can't eat. It's just being more mindful of what I'm eating and how it makes my body feel. So I think also, food is something definitely I feel like should be considered top priority, especially when you're trying to take care of your physical health. Yeah.
Okay. I also think a very important one is what we consume in terms of content as being part of how to take care of your health.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, even when it's even to motivate you to take care of yourself, I feel like sometimes it's very crucial, because everyone looks at content every single day on Instagram. Who are you following? What are you looking at? Are you looking at content that's supposed to degrade you, to make you feel bad for not having a BBL, or do you instead opt to look at workout content?
Who is eating mandazi? Then I see
you force yourself. You follow people who work out content or those healthy diets
Project
to make 60. You Project 60. I'm even in his shout out to Rotimi.
Yeah, I've been starting Project 60 since.
I was like, okay, this time for real.
No, I'm gonna do it my own way. I was like, I'm starting when I'm starting.
Yeah.
It's been 1 month.
We start our project.
See, we start. Okay, we're going to
start small.
So I want. That's the thing. I try to picture it 60 days in my whole calendar. I'm
sometimes
like, okay, July I have Kisumu, August there's birthday, September Alicia's birthday, October graduation, my birthday, November it's Christmas, guys.
I think you should start small, because sometimes you want to do the big things and you've not even started small. So if you want to start going to the gym, maybe start by going on walks.
And let me tell you guys, start like, you see that last week of December. Okay, not because there's New Year's, but January is the best time to start.
Oh God, we hear this all
it's
the
true.
time.
It's true, but I feel like there are less distractions in January. Like, which birthday are you going for in January? January, babies, you sort yourselves out. Then I don't know, because January I had a very productive
right now,
January.
Right? we are entering July. Like, okay, we'll not
start a Banter of a Brunch project. 10 days.
We'll figure it out and then we'll share with you guys. But I'm still very much sticking to that. So if you're listening, for me, I know I listen to a lot of podcasts, for example, and I listen to a lot of banter like podcasts like this one. Shout out to you guys for watching this episode. But also, I sometimes feel like I need to balance. Can I listen to a TED Talk to be inspired? Can I listen to, BBC to listen to inspiring stories of, people who've done some amazing things out there? Can I inspire myself to be a better person than who I am today? Or sometimes I'm feeling uncomfortable, or I'm feeling like my life is stagnant. What am I doing about it? And I think it all starts with the content that you consume, because even when you're feeling stagnant, even if you're upbeat, even if your week is doing good, even if your week is doing bad, you're 9 times out of 10, if not 10, going to look at your phone every single day and look at some form of content. So I think sometimes you should be very intentional about, this is the season I'm in. I feel if I consume this type of content, sometimes this energy is not going to be okay with me. Because I was listening to an episode of Over 25, I think sometime last week, and they were talking about how sometimes, hey, I muted you. Because maybe this time, I'm having problems. Maybe let's go crazy and say having babies. I'm in a baby journey and my body is not receptive to starting. It's not. What I'm saying? It's not cooperating. But you're always showing you with your kids. You have 3 of them. You have a loving family, and that's what you're posting content. And it's not to say that I don't love you anymore. It's just, even if you're my friend, but at this season that I'm in, I don't need to consume that type of content to make me feel worse than I'm already feeling about myself.
Okay, yeah, true. And I think even the internet is an amazing place. There's so many resources. You just need to know what you need at what time, at what stage, and all that. Yeah. And even Jimani said he was having
shout out what?
Yeah, he was having a mental thing, and he talks about the phone, which is something we all know. Like when this, like our attention, they've really tried to, they're making money out of it anyway. And this thing of waking up and taking for the first thing, and it was like someone told him it's like inviting the whole world into your life space before you've even had time for yourself, you know. And for me it's that thing like yani nimeamka niko ready Instagram na nishaona niko LinkedIn nishaona mtu amepewa promotion mimi nimelala. I'm like sasa
niko unaangalia Instagram watu walienda walk wameshaenda gym 5 am washa
check in have you worked out today? Me I'm there with chapati. I'm like this thing, you know, it's you know. But like just, and for me now I've locked my apps so that I can still use my phone, but it's like now it has the Bible app, if it's the meditation app that I can have access to, but everything else until like 7:38 I have no access to. WhatsApp, Nini. I'm like, as I said, I'm not God. So even if there's an emergency, chances are if you can't call, you can call me. But if it's text, it can wait. Probably.
Me personally, I hate people who do not disturb at weird hours. I know I'm on do not disturb from 11. 11 is a decent hour.
Mine is 10.
But I'm calling you at 10 p.m. as my friend. What are you doing?
But you see D&D, you can call back in less than 10 minutes. And
I feel that there's some other professional D&Ds that my phone
airplane mode.
I'm an airplane. Simba airplane. There's someone here in the studio I call. And I'm just... Yes, ata it's not a time. The whole day. Ata sahi ukimpigia D&D.
No, those aren't me now. I don't understand. See, but throw the whole phone.
Throw the phone. I know we are taking care of ourselves, but...
To a line, baki tu na simu, ukwe unangalia. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we need to wrap up this episode. But yeah, you guys, phones, definitely I feel like phones and, as you said, content. You know, also, there's too much information out there and you feel like you have to participate in everything. Especially, it comes at Twitter. If you go through Twitter for 5 minutes, Twitter, you already know what's happening in which country, which county. Sakajana degree. Sasa parents are using that to make sure everyone has degrees. Wajakoya, bangi. Oh, sijui. Like, there's just too much. GK screaming. And you're like, now you're in everyone's business and your mind is not even awake. You know.
It's so true. Kwanza, TikTok, let's not even get there.
TikTok, 1 minute you're being told sijui what. Next
you're watching babies.
You know, there's so much. Your mind cows. Is going. The frequencies. This one murdered. This one. Okay, happy dance.
Crime story.
Oh, podcast, Banter of a Brunch, a couple. Like, it's too
much.
Watch
us on TikTok now that we're on the conversation. Yeah. We are healthy content for you to consume. So
I hope so.
This is
but
the best
don't listen to us first thing in the morning. You might hear us pouring out on issues and then you get sad.
Look at the topics. There are very many topics that can help you with your journey. Yeah. So you don't have to listen to. If you're on this, just topic will guide you.
Yeah.
So this is the best time for us to plug ourselves and say follow us on YouTube. We forgot to do that at the beginning of the episode to show you how much we care about this content more than we do about. But guys, support us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
We are now on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. Thank you guys. Actually, we grow very fast on TikTok. Even when we don't post. We haven't been posting. Yeah. But every time I check, our followers keep increasing. So shout out to our TikTok fam. Find us there. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, BOB Podcast _ on Twitter, Banter Brunch on Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube and you just want to go on a walk, you can listen. We are everywhere. Everywhere.
In a
nutshell. If you're listening to the audios, shout out to you guys. You're the real OGs.
I feel like this topic, we've not exhausted it. I don't know if we'll have a part 2.
We should have a part 2.
Part 2, yeah, I think so. It won't have to necessarily follow the next episode, but maybe the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Have a part 2. Yeah, so definitely a part 2. But yeah, thank you guys for rocking with us up until the end of this episode. I know it was nice.
I liked this episode.
I did that. I'm like, I want more. But it's fine. We'll... Yeah.
Oh, the next episode we have a guest. Or is it going to be before this episode comes out?
Also that we fuatanisha.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
I
don't know.
Yeah, enjoy. Follow us. If you watch,
comes first.
Whatever comes first, you listen to us. And let us know if you like the new setup. If any comments on how we can improve.
Tell us
if you want to collaborate, talk to us. We always tell you guys.
Give us topic ideas.
As well as leave questions. So we want to do an episode where you guys a Q&A. So we'd love to hear your dilemmas. Leave us a questions. We're going to put on our Instagram a question tag, your dilemmas, so that we can address them in one episode.
You can DM us. You can email us with a weird email address if you don't want us to know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you anonymous.
We will.
To this, guys, my name is Alice. My name has been. My name is Alice.
And my name has been Alexia Musau. Jokes, someone can cut that part and say, Mr. Namrembo lakini English. My name is Alexia Musau.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.